Welcome back, Pacific Northwest Farrier Show. Today we're shoeing a pretty large eventing horse. These are size 4 shoes. We're also going to be drilling and tapping him. Gavin Cooper. And this horse is Tina. Right now we're quarter flipping some new hind shoes. Size 4 St. Croix Easy Pluses. Using the heel of my hammer, draw the clip out. Using the heel, not hitting flat, using the heel. Welcome back, Gavin Cooper, Pacific Northwest Farrier Show, and today we're going to be shoeing this big guy. He's going cross-country school in here this weekend, so we're going to put some new shoes on him and drill and tap. Take you along with him. He wears about a size 4, pretty big boy. And he's actually, you wouldn't believe it, but he's a little bit older. I think he's like 18, 19, and kind of what you would call or consider a campaigner. He does his job well. He's pretty good to shoe. Been doing him now almost 6 years and never really given me any fits. So we'll take you along as we shoe his hind feet. So on his hind feet, he's actually got a little bit of high-low, where this one here is more of the higher foot. Got a pretty good amount of growth. And when I say high-low, basically means it's got a higher angle and the other foot has a low angle, or also grows more heel, and usually typically the higher foot is going to be a little bit more narrow and then higher heel. You'll kind of see when we get to the other foot, it's a wider foot and doesn't grow as much heel as this one does. Sighted here. Get the rest of the toe nipped off. We're fortunate today, the sun decided to come out. It was raining on my way here, but it finally stopped. Check for our balance, make sure we're flat. Can live with that. Check our width, because we're going to put new shoes on him. And he's just a tick over 5 7/8. Guess you could say horsehair over. Yo, buddy. I already pulled the shoes on him. They were worn out. Yeah, you can see this one here is actually it's quite a bit wider foot than the other one, and once we get it trimmed up, I'll measure it and you'll see. I'm guessing it's, oh, the other one was 5 7/8. I bet this one here is about 6 1/8 wide. Yeah, when I first started shoeing him, 6 years ago, his feet weren't typically this nice. Distorted a lot, had a lot of flare, feet were bottoming out, couldn't really get a lot of hoof wall growth on him. Finally, it took me 5 or 6 shoeings and started coming around fairly nice. Come on, nippers, work. Well, the nippers are working, but got to get my hands to work. Cut in there nice and flat. We actually got some bars we can leave in there. And just like always, it's more of a trying to preserve foot. The feet pretty much trim themselves with the moisture around here, so no need to get into any of that there, because that's bottomed out as much as it can go. If you start trimming in that area, he's gonna be a sore boy. Not happy. Let's get rid of that little split from a nail hole there. Start putting some of our shape in here. This one here I'll probably top dress. Check for our balance here. See if we're flat. Bit high right in that area still. If you're wondering, I don't typically always use a hoof cradle like this. I almost think it's kind of worse for your back because you get reliant on it, and instead of bending at your knees, you're bending at your back straight over. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of the cradle, but when I do use it, it's because I'm using it on a just a larger horse or one that might be a little bit heavier. Let's see what it measures. 6 3/16, so it's close to 6 1/4. Fairly nice foot. So we're gonna top dress him, kind of get rid of some of this distortion here. Yeah, when top dressing feet, there's no need to really go up the foot very far. Basically just hitting the areas that are distorted. It's got a little bit of a bump right there in the toe. Trim that out of there so we get a nice dang files keep clogging up on me. I hate that. Alright, let's get some shoes fired up. Yeah, so I'm checking out to see what shoe I'm going to use here on him. This is a St. Croix Easy Plus, size 4. And if you bring it up to the toe there, it covers, but it's ever so slightly barely covering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my fuller through there, stretch it out, and that'll give us just a little bit more length out of it. Let's see if we got to do it on the other one. And this one, not going to need to because it's pretty full. So we'll just have to do it on the right hind. Clip these big boys. Easy does her. Flatten behind them. Flatten up to them. And we'll draw our clip out. We're using the heel of the hammer. And I'll finish it off with some flat blows to get the hammer marks out. Heel of the hammer. Off with some flat blows. Boogered up one of these elbows here. We good now. We're going to crease this right hind here so we can get some more length out of it. Start with the lateral side. Do a hard stop. Quench it in the old Kirkpatrick Forge lube. You guys ain't got you some of that, I would get some. It actually smells pretty damn good too. Now we'll do our inside branch here. Now we got them ran out. I guess. Now we'll forge them squarely on the horn here. Then you can flatten it. Now we'll do the lateral. Yeah, you can see how much it closed up that fuller end. Now we'll run our fuller back through it. We'll clean it up, blow it back out. You guys ain't got any of this stuff here. Kirkpatrick Forge Lube. That's the stuff. Quenching tools, punches, pullers, Pritchels, anything. It works great. Now we'll shape up our left hind here. This is a more narrow foot. Measure it. Oh, just over 5 3/4. It's 5 7/8, so we got to get to that. What kind of shoes do you guys like to use? Or use handmade? Measure it again. Yeah, we're pretty close there. And what percentage of the horses do you have that are handmade, tank shoes, hell, even barefoot? Now I'm just checking to make sure it's flat before I go to the foot. Pinch our foot. Let's smoke them. Outside heel's a little tight. Inside's actually really good. But one of the two is not very flat. One more look-see, Tino. Bueno. Alrighty, Tino. Let's do this one.
If I leave this blanket right here for like
Yeah, that's fine.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it won't be in my way.
I'm gonna go grab my phone and see if I can video. Let's see. Should have brought it with me. I'm sure
My outside clip there at the top of it was barely sticking out, so just take your hammer and just tap it in there. It's a little tight. Yeah, it's pretty much perimeter fit there, so I'll probably just kick it open just a little bit. This one here is just a bit tight, so that's going to come open as well. Yeah, when you're drilling and tapping, you want to make sure you get all your shaping done before you put your holes in there. So if you got a shape on it afterwards, you're going to distort that hole, and then they're not going to be able to get the stud in there. Let's go check it at the foot again real quick. One more time, Tina.
I was writing her. She was writing her. Yep.
I'm just gonna mark here with center punch where I want to put my studs. Check and make sure it's flat one last time here. This one from the back side because I forgot my stud punch in my toolbox at the house. So I'm kind of getting creative here. Hopefully hopefully this works. I think it will. Whoopsie daisies. Yeah, nothing to see here. Yeah, nothing happened. Just a broken bit. Let's see here. What do we got there? They're also rusty. I don't know which one is which. Well, I guess Flint, you can give me crap now because I broke one of my own bits. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can do this without breaking another one. Easy does it. Yeah, just like everything else I say, lube is your friend. Especially when you're drilling the tap. Makes your bit happy. And your tap really needs it too. Can't count how many times that I've been in a hurry. Just tried running the tap through without any lube and there goes the tap. And there's like 40 bucks down the drain just like that. Don't matter if it's a brand new tap, old tap, been around the block tap. Old tappy, she likes lube. And the bit cuts a lot better too with lube. I don't really mind drilling and tapping all that much. It's easy, just a little time consuming. Takes time. I think this bit actually is cutting a little better than that one I just broke. And once you get your hole drilled, you countersink it a little bit so that way they can get the studs in there. Yeah, so we'll get our shoes here in the old vise. And always, 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 always lube up. This drill here is pretty sick. Forward and backwards. There we have it. We're drilling tap. And I was scared about that not working, but I think we worked. Thank God. Let's get these puppies nailed on. Gotta be careful with the ponytail. I had it on this side of my head once, and my claw grabbed. About yanked it out of my head. Did not feel good. I'm sure some of you gals out there might have that problem too. Probably not very many of them guys. Old Shane, Russian he may. Last I saw him, he had long hair. Actually, I like these concave nails with the Endura coating on them. I think they're pretty sweet. I like them better than that copper nail fad. Alright, Tino, other foot, bud. Easy does it, oh boy. Yeah, as I was wondering, what percentage of you guys' horses are in shoes? What kind of shoes do you guys like to use? Are you a St. Croix kind of person? Kirkhart? Workman? Oh, what are some of the other brands? Moosehead? Well, what do you think about them copper nails? Do you like the copper nails, or you think they're a fad too? I wasn't a huge fan myself. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, there's one thing I've learned about this YouTube stuff is you gotta be pretty honest as far as your work. There ain't much hiding nothing, you know, like say you didn't fit up your shoe very well. Well, you're gonna see me cover that up somehow. In the clinching stage here. Say like if it didn't fit very well and there's foot hanging off, you know, you'd see that and you'd basically see me rasp it off. So there's kind of one thing I've been learning is you can't really get away with much, so kind of something I've always tried to do since day one is just do it right and do a good job the first time. Tell me what you think. It's kind of like right here. Missing just under the foot a little bit, but the foot actually kind of distorts right there, so I'm gonna say it can come off. Kind of the funny thing about horseshoeing is, you know, there's not necessarily any set rules or laws or, you know, it has to be done this way, or, you know, it's always open to interpretation. You know, anybody that shoes horses could have their own philosophy or ways of shoeing horses, and who's to say if it's right or wrong? There we have it. Yeah, it's a big boy. Well, we got our last foot here to clinch up. Oh, come on, ponytail. Cooperate with me. Well, if you haven't yet, be sure to go over to that subscribe button. Touch that. And also, if you like this, hit the old likey button. I'd appreciate it. We're going to clinch our nail head off here a little bit down to our desired length.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Amy.
How are ya?
I'm good.
Good. I'm just roaming into the aisle and grooming him for a while. If you don't have to, but if you want to take a quick peek at his legs, see what it looks like, you know.
Okay, I got a little bit here of time before I can do that.
Yeah, no, you don't. No big deal. You'll see it soon enough.
Yeah.
So, just saying hey. Thought it was you.
It's me. It's finally kind of a nice afternoon today.
I know.
Enjoy it.
If the sun would stay out, it would just be glorious.
Yeah.
It's so kind of cool. It's been crazy.
Makes me wonder if we're ever going to get spring.
It's not happening yet.
Not yet, but I'm sure it'll come. This foot here kind of came off the toe a little bit for him. He tends to overreach a little bit on this right hind. feet done. Well, here we have it. Just finished shoeing the hind feet of Tino boy here. He's a little dirty with his dirty old blanket. What do you think, buddy? Oh. Yeah, he's pretty tall. He's a big boy. What's the biggest horse you guys shoe? Huh? What's the biggest horse you've seen? Here's his feet all finished up here. It's got a size 4. Should pick him up and have a little look-see. He's got a nice little wind puff there. He's had that for freaking years now. And there we have it. Take a look at your other one here. Whoa, big boy. And this is the upright one. But you can hardly even tell. Pretty slick. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like it. And we'll see you on the next video.